Chosen ones, empaths, there's a lot of you out there that are still feeling guilty. You're still feeling remorse for the narcissist. The narcissist played us, right? And I understand someone mentioned it in the comments section that they don't play us, they play themselves, but they did play us. They smeared our name. They created out the fact that they're the victim in the situation when really we were dealing with reactive abuse, and anything we put towards them that they tried to claim victimhood over was actually through reactive abuse. Please look into reactive abuse, because this actually makes a lot of people, you'll see a lot of abuse victims, narcissistic abuse victims, end up in jail, end up in mental health institutions, psych wards, whatever you want to call it. And it's from these narcissists creating this big smear campaign and claiming they're a victim. They love playing the victim. It is such a big supply for them. So you need to be aware of it. And another thing is, we actually believe it for a moment. We'll try and resolve it and try and sort it out with them. Like saying, no, I didn't mean to do this to you. I didn't mean to do this, or I didn't mean to do that. And really, they're just playing a game. And they're playing the victim, and they do it so well, you know. They can put on the tears. They can put on the whole works, man, and make us look like the real bad person. They'll make us look like the real bad abuser. And really, they've been abusing us, devaluing us, smearing our name, dragging our name through the mud, causing us grief, causing us psychological pain, mental pain, spiritual pain, causing us all sorts of pain. And then they have the audacity to claim that they're a victim. So this will affect you as empaths, right? They know the reason why they do this, okay, is they know your empathetic nature. They know your empathetic nature. Please press the like and subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. But by them knowing your empathetic nature, they know the right things to say to make you start feeling remorseful, guilty. You'll actually be ruminating about bad things you've done in the relationship. I've been there, you know. I remember I've made the mistake of trying to reach out to them and trying to sort things out, and they kept moving the goalpost, right? I want you to understand, they knew that you'd reach out. They knew you'd try to solve it. They know you better than you think you know, right? They know you, they've read you, they've studied you. They've actually studied your reaction. They study your temperament. They know, they don't fully know, but they have a great insight and a great idea about the way it's going to unfold and what you're going to do initially, at least. They're not prepared for later down the line when you heal and you eventually slam the door and stuff like that. But they are right about the beginning times of when we'll try and reach out to them or go to their house, you know, and they're playing this victim role, right? And the smear campaigns are brutal, you know, because you've got everyone looking at you like you're the bad person. You've got everyone looking at you. Some of us have been through police situations, fake allegations, been to courts, seen the narcissist crying and saying how bad we are, and we've got a prosecution looking at us, potentially going to put us in jail, and we're like, whoa, like, what have I done? What have I done? You know, and it don't make sense to us. It irritates our spirit. It just doesn't sit right. But we don't have the insight and the intuition to realize really what's happening at the time when we're going through it. Because we're bombarded with this affliction of emotions. We're bombarded with this affliction of devastation that causes us to not realize what's happening. That we don't realize what's happening to us. Okay? And this is why I say they're playing a game and they're playing us. Right? I totally understand and embrace the point that the person that made the comment the other day who said they play themselves. I get that. I totally agree with it. But they're playing us. And sometimes we fall into it and we actually believe their lies. Well, in my experience, I believed their lies. I really thought, what have I done? Oh my God, I've done this, I've done that. But there was a small part of me, and that's what I'm hoping you can search for inside yourself, that can see what I'm saying and can see through the facade and beneath the veil to understand that the narcissist is running game on us, right? They're running game on the flying monkeys, because the flying monkeys are just so, what's the word, how to describe them? They're so unable to think for themselves, and they need the narcissist to kind of influence their mind, you know, and they'll lash out and comfort us at any given moment that the narcissist sends them on their way towards us, right? And we'll get the flying monkeys, and we'll get our own peers, family members, work colleagues looking at us like we're something, you know. A lot of narcissists actually disrupt our family environment. They aim to sabotage us through our family environment, our workplace, and also affect our relationship with God. And they may go down the church or the mosque or the synagogue or the temple or whatever kind of religious building that you attend worship to. They will smear your name in all areas to make you be cut off from everyone and alone, right? But what they don't realize is us as chosen ones and empaths actually thrive in being alone. We do. Not initially, but that initial pain and that initial misunderstanding, it's all leading us to the right path. It's God and the universe shaping us and molding us to what we're going to be further down the line. Okay? But these narcissists love playing the victim. They absolutely thrive on it. They probably get sexually stimulated off it. I'll be honest with you. They're actually weirdos. They're proper weirdos, man. Like, they actually get off on it. Like, really, they really get off on it. Like, this is how messed up and deranged they are. Like, they love being the victim. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. I'm a victim. Hello, I'm a victim. That's how they are. That is what they are. Sorry to put the impersonation on, but that is basically what I dealt with in the court system, right? And it was, by the point I was in court, I realized there was a manipulator. I remember telling my defense, he said, tell me what's going on, because the story just didn't make sense to him, you know. And he told me before the court case, like, what is happening? And I said, it's traits of a manipulator. It's a manipulator. And he did make them look like a manipulator in the court. He did make them look like a manipulator in the court. But he didn't do enough that he needed to do. There were certain things they lied about. There were certain false witness statements. And he didn't bring that up in the court. And I was unable to speak because of the implications from the police. So I was unable to speak. I was only able to have him represent me. And then I was only able to speak to when I'm defending myself, right? But I wasn't actually able to speak to the narcissist or anything like that. So, and really looking back, if I knew what I knew now, I would have said, yo, why is there false witness statements? Why is there false this? Why, and I would have got into all of that. But going back to the topic of the video, right? It's not just courts that the narcissist plays victim in. They'll play victim to our own children, right? They will intoxicate the mind of a child against the other parent, playing the victim. They will do it for years, decades. Sometimes the good parent, the empathetic parent, the chosen one who's a parent, is actually shunned and pushed out the life of the child, all till they get older and reach 18 and onwards, you know? Sometimes the narcissist will disappear, pack their bags, run away, and then intoxicate the mind of a child, telling them through their years of growing up and growing up and growing up, your father was this, or your mother was that, or your father, you know, and they'll plague the mind of a child, and they'll claim this victim story, right, to the child, and the child will believe it, you know, but eventually that child will wake up. But, you know, so many years have been lost, so much love has been lost, a bond has been destroyed by the empath parent and the child. And all over, the narcissist wanting to be a victim. Like, no one wants to be a victim, do they? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, being a victim of a crime or something is an unfortunate incident that no one actually wants to be involved in. But these lot actually make up a story about being a victim and portray it to the world for supply. Like, if that is not the biggest weirdo, the most deranged weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, the narcissist loves playing the victim. The narcissist suffers from victim mentality. It's actually a syndrome they suffer from, which is victim mentality. It's a known thing about victim mentality, and I should have probably mentioned this earlier on in the video to maybe help you understand where I'm getting at. But I hope you're still here now. And they suffer from this victim mentality. It's actually a syndrome. It's actually a character flaw within them that they actually possess. And they actually execute their whole lives in this fashion. They done it when you was in arguments with them. You know those discussions that you had, them arguments that you had with them. And they started claiming that you're abusing them and, you know, you believe them. They do this day in, day out, you know. There is like, when we wake up to the fact that they're playing the victim, it's often too late, and it's often already been escalated to family members or colleagues or, you know, friends or police or courts. It's often been escalated to that degree by the time we wake up, and we don't realize we've been subjected to this torment of them with the victim mentality through the course of the relationship. And even at the very initial beginning of the relationship, when they told us the story about their ex, their previous ex, and all of that, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell us this story about how their ex was this and that, and their ex was so bad and all of this. And in some cases, it might be true, because a lot of us can't really know. But a lot of the times they're playing victim as well. And maybe their old supply was actually tormented in the same way we were. But I do understand that there are a lot of toxic individuals, and possibly they ran into these toxic individuals, and maybe they were a victim, but they deserved it. Whatever they endure, they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I guarantee that they exaggerated it. You know what I'm saying, about their ex-supply, the abuse and all of that. And you know what do we do as empaths? Oh, they're there, and we fix their problem. You know, we heal them with our energy. We heal them and stuff like that. And it's all based on nothing. It's all based on nothingness. And we waste our time, our energy, our soul helping these individuals. Then further down the line, they do a massive smear campaign and actually claim victimhood over us, right? For a win, to win. That's what they do, like for supply. And they feel like accomplished. They feel accomplished. But they love appearing like the victim. And the sad thing is, they actually have us believing we're the oppressor. Okay, they actually have us believing we're the oppressor. So I hope this video clears it up, and anything that you feel like you've done bad to the narcissist, honestly, I want you to understand and look into reactive abuse. I have a video on reactive abuse. I'm being honest that everything that you've done towards the narcissist was actually caused by the narcissist. They made you react in that way. They made you react, and then they claimed you abused them. That's the reactive abuse, okay? They actually antagonized us to the point that we retaliated. And then when we retaliate, they claim this sob story and they put on the waterworks, or they smear our name and claim they're a victim. So just beware of this. I want you to understand, and I hope some of you that are watching this video have awoken to the fact, and maybe this is a refreshing video for you to help you understand that you wasn't the abuser, okay? And they made you out to be the abuser. So just remember, they love playing the victim and they love it. They thrive on it, and they're probably sexually stimulated off playing the victim. So anyway, I'll leave the video there. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every one of you who like, comment, subscribe. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find the details in the description box. And if you would like a one-to-one session, you can find the details in the description box as well. Anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.